Good afternoon, all. Hope you guys had a great trading day, and I had a fantastic trading day. And Today, I would like to again welcome you to Billionaire, where I will walk you through the accurate way of price action trading using pivots. If you're afraid, we will switch to candle pivots. If you're not able to use both, then EMA, RSI, ADX. So I'm going to give you a holistic picture on how you could have traded. So always remember, guys, in trading, let it be anything. Now this, I keep telling that these charts can be anything and everything. All right, it can be Nifty, it can be Bank Nifty, it can be Infosys, it can be Apple, anything. What is important is how you are seeing the market structure, right? Now here, if you see, this is one market structure where yesterday most part of the day was stuck in this range. Now this morning when market opened, remember the previous day, what you call range will always act as support and resistance. So we had a big candle, not a big jumbo candle, but decent big candle closing above previous day high. These green dots are previous day high. And this is also a double top or triple top, whatever you want to, you can call. So this was a very high probability call where I took a trade and made around 7K. Right now, could I have kept a target like 1:2 or 1:3? Honestly, no, since we are in option trading, especially in Indian option trading, usually I would keep a moving average. So just to avoid the confusion, I will keep only 5 EMA. All right. The fast, because we have a vertical, and I have told you, you can use 5 EMA whenever double top or whenever market is outside the range. So probably somewhere here I would have exited. Right, I don't know whether it would have gone to R2 or R3, because I have informed you on 15 minutes this range was a resistance. We were very close to the resistance, right? So at this range we got it. Now here, what I'm going to enlarge it for you guys, only this one first. No, other than this, before I go here, now what was the other way of trading? Suppose, so usually 15-30 minutes people wait. Why I always take a trade early in the morning? As you know, most of the time my trading will be done by 10 a.m. because I know every trade is a risk. I accept the risk and I would like to trade before 10 a.m. before my work starts. And I have taught you this as well in my previous video. See, this was a divergence. Not exactly divergence. Let's consider that it was a market was forming a lower low. Okay, this was a kind of a hint. And when the opening went above 60, now this indicates a very strong momentum. And near the strong momentum, watch the signal. The blue line is buy signal plus DMI, red line is minus DMI, blue line just crossed the ADX. I have shared how to read ADX as well. So this showed momentum, this showed momentum. There was a high momentum and the fear of loss was minimal. I'm not telling you could have, you could always win, but even then when the momentum is very high, you should keep aside your fear, because the momentum is indicating that market is going upside. Okay, that is one thing. Now this one, now when you come here, watch this candle. This candle close was 17,319.5. This one opened at 17,319.3. Okay, all right, okay, kind of gap down and closing below the first candle. But when you go on 15 minutes, this candle close was 17,307.7. This open was 17,307.75. So there was 0.05 gap up and down. Is this, can you consider this as a dark cloud? Now dark cloud, what is the dark cloud? it should gap up, and then the body of the red candle should be half of the green candle. It is not half, but still from price action point of view, near the resistance, you are getting a sign of weakness. Does that mean that we could have taken a trade here? No, honestly not. I was still bullish. I was waiting to see whether market will take resistance on one of the EMAs, especially 15 EMA. Okay, this was the EMA which I use, right? So I was hoping that it can take support on 15 EMA or 34 EMA near R1 to enter again. I was just watching, but it did not give any opportunity. It just kept breaking. Now near R1, yes, the crossover has not happened till here because they're lagging indicator. But what is R1? R1 is a resistance, and after resistance is broken, it should act as a support. But market just broke it. This was the key. This was the second entry. Remember, I'm not asking you, some people take entry here because stop loss is very minimal, but since it was outside the range, previous day range, you should always look to buy. And this was previous day high. First entry, second entry. Now here, what is CPR? CPR is a support, and we have a weekly support CPR as well, previous week low or high. This is previous week high, this is previous week low, the dots in yellow. Now here, the upper CPR always belongs to buyer. There's a strong green candle breaking upside, and you have one pin bar as well. So was this an entry? Yes, if you want to take a counter trade, this is where you have to take the trades near pivots, only near pivots. All right. When you take the counter trades, that is when you will have. Now, did any of RSI or ADX gave you any buy signal here? Answer is no. RSI is below 50 until it went here. ADX, the buy line is below sell line until here when market went down. So price action is the supreme. So this was your entry if you had the guts to scalp. Otherwise, no, because this low is broken. The low of the day is broken. Whenever a low or high of the day is broken, there are high chances that market will again go in the same direction, even if it is a pullback. And look at the choppy. There was no follow-up. Until here, it was choppy. Now, near previous day high, we have a double top. So this candle break and all the EMS set very close was your second entry. So altogether, first entry, when the below 5 EMA exit, second entry below R1, follow 5 EMA, and third entry near the double top, follow again 5 EMA. Now, if you take only 3 trades in a day, taking the risk, majority of the times, there are high chances that you will make a lot of money. This is how you could have traded. Now, if you go to Cambrilla pivots, okay, this is Cambrilla pivot. Now, above R1, R1 is a sell zone. Market goes up, above R4 is a breakout, but near breakout, I have told you that while you remember this, always watch on the left hand side for any resistance. So we have a resistance here, this zone. Near the resistance zone, we have a red candle cautioning you do not to be aggressive. Intraday trend was up in the first 1 hour, but overall trend was always downside. So this you have to remember. Now once market went down here, so it broke R3 and it was supposed to go to S3, which is a buy zone. But in between it stopped. See this I had marked yesterday, why it stopped. If you mark the 15 minutes, week to week, you will understand. I have shared another video how to mark the price action level on 15 minutes so that you cannot go wrong. You need to watch the price action. Near the support, candle bounced. Now, where is the double top formed? This was a previous day high, but this is also an R3, which is a selling zone. Near the selling zone, you have a double top and you have a price action showing you that market is going down. You could have taken a trade here. Simple, right? Okay. Now, what will happen tomorrow? I'm going to remove everything. And yesterday, if you recall, we had informed you that descending CPR means market is down. Now, because market went up today, we have a ascending CPR and price has closed below. Yesterday price has closed above the CPR. So these are the crucial hints. And today market opened same way, went up, right? This was today's CPR and yesterday it closed around yesterday's CPR and today's lower CPR. Now today what is happening? It has closed below these CPRs. So there is, although it is a descending CPR, overall, if you see last 3 days looks range bound, and also there's all probability that market can go down because today's breakout was not sustained. Not only sustaining, it broke the low of the day as well. Now, how does this looks on daily? Okay, this is how it looks on daily. This was a trend line where market had taken support yesterday, and this was a doji. So yesterday I had informed you market is doji indecisive, and if we had a strong green candle like morning, market might pull back. But what happened today? Below the doji, a negative candle has formed, indicating that market has made some kind of decision that it wants to go down. So this is a negative candle. But if negative candle forming location is not that great, because if this reversal pin bar is formed at the top, it carries a lot of weightage. See this doji formed, this will be near 20 EMA daily 20 frame, and it's giving you a hint of what evening star. So this is a negative candle for sure, but not a full buried. At the bottom, we have a doji and a what do you call a reversal pin bar, and we need to see another red candle to follow up tomorrow, where market needs to break S2, and then we can target S3 pivot on daily time frame. Nevertheless, if you see the lower Bollinger Band, even yesterday I said, irrespective of the doji, the momentum on the downtrend is very strong. So do not take wrong step. So this is a sell on rise market. So my strategy for tomorrow we have a very wide CPR. This wide CPR indicates range bound. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and again, if the market opens within today's range, you have to be very careful. All right, so let me remove these pivots so that this green bar is the R1. Like today, if R1 is broken, anticipate some up move, go ahead and scalp money using 5 EMA. If S1 is broken, break down, go and scalp money. So the range breakout is R1 and S1. All right, even if today's low is broken, we have a very strong buying at 16,784 to 16,837. So this 100 points is a buy zone. So this needs to be convincingly broken for a free fall. So usually when you see this, so we have a head and shoulder pattern here. See, on a 5 minutes, we have a head and shoulder pattern from here. But still, it's a 5 minutes time zone. So you have to be very careful. I don't see any divergence on 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Do we have any divergence? I don't see any divergence. Market is definitely very strong on downtrend. So trade with levels. Usually Cambrilla pivots gives very accurate levels, as you can see, and also be very patient. So you cannot take trades wherever you want. As said, there were 3 possible trades. Go for 10, 15 points or 20 points whenever you have achieved your daily goal. Call it end of the day. Do not overtrade. All right. Hope this video helped in shaping up your entry and exit points. Please do comment, share, and support us. Thank you so much.